So I'm going to be talking a little bit, very mixed feelings on this. Of course, I'm talking about Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm going to be talking about it because I've been defending it ever since it came out, and it's been getting a lot of mixed reviews, and unfortunately I'd like to say they're very well balanced. However, I could say they're very gleaming on that it's a very mediocre game. Now, the issues I have been having with the game are minor glitches and bugs. Nothing that has hindered my gameplay whatsoever. I maybe have hit one invisible wall in my entire gameplay so far. I will say that your character handles way more responsibly than Shepard did in the first 3 games. Character creation wise, I want to say it's about the same as far as like the available options. Character faces, I'm not even going to get into that. I think that's a stupid argument to hate on it. If we're really going to hate on that, then I can seriously hate on Skyrim and a few other games for making some really piss poor choices. Oh, well, that's the world. That's how they're supposed to look. That is a BS argument, and honestly, that just further proves the point that you're clearly you're hating on the game based on outward appearances, and you have no position in that whatsoever to do so. So, I'm going to be talking about the game of itself, the legacy of Mass Effect. So, if you've never played Mass Effect, I would definitely tell you it might be in your best interest to wait until a patch or 2 comes out. And I know that it's hard for me to say. There are issues that they need to fix. With that being said, I actually like the idea of a new race of humans trying to colonize in the Andromeda galaxy. I really, really do like that. I thought that was a very well done idea. I like how a lot of your conversation choices really kind of dictate the flow of the story. I like the dynamic you have between, the ship captain, yourself, and your crew. Like, there's a lot to like. And then you got glitches like people randomly floating and some minor issues. But honestly, it's day one stuff and it's to be expected. Like, I remember Fallout 4 had a ton of day one problems. I know Call of Duty servers have had issues with day one problems. All games are guilty of this. Nothing has ever been released 100% perfect, especially since now so much is relied heavily on servers and multiplayer usage. So I almost have to dismiss those claims because it just doesn't feel fair. So, understandably, going into this, you have to know one very important thing, and that this is not the story of Commander Shepard. You are a whole other character. It's your whole other story. So that the lore, the characters, the storytelling, the building, the emotions you felt in the first 3 games, the drop-off is going to be a little awkward and maybe even a little sad and depressing. I know for me, because with the first 3 games, I loved playing with characters like Garrus and Tali and, oh my god, Rex. Rex was my boy. Like, the characters you build over those games, the relationships you build over those games, the exploration, the excavation, everything that you built over 3 games is pretty much gone. So you have to understand that going into this. And I'm one of those people that actually really liked the 3rd game. I didn't really think the ending was enough to warrant, oh, it's a terrible game, really. So the entire premise of the 3rd game, which is you rounding up troops, getting ready to fight this huge battle, and basically finish off your love interest storyline, finish off your brothers, and when I mean brothers, your brothers in arms storyline, getting all these factions, storyline main missions, mining planets, building up your ship and your team and your crew, getting your base ready. Like, this game was preparation for war, and that's what it felt like. And people hated it because of the ending. Oh, the inoculation theory and the godchild. Who cares? I've played games where the situation is so much more stupid and makes even less sense. So the idea that he has the ability, Shepard, your character, has the ability to basically end the Reapers, but by doing so, he has to dictate the flow of humanity from here on out. And people didn't like that. BioWare knew this. They released a little snippet ending that is their way of saying my bad, as like a telling of tales, and done so I think through like a grandfather and a grandchild. So it made it slightly better, like there was more hope to be given. But that's the whole point. You're in a situation where you had to make a crazy choice because humanity was on the brink of destruction. So, this game does not have the same scale of those three games. However, from what I have played, the setting of the first planet is amazing. It's a combination of chaotic and dangerous as well as beautiful. The characters themselves are very interesting. And I'm not following any nonsensical storylines or reviews or stories that are like, oh, that person is clearly a representation of this group. No, that's nonsense. It's stupid. Let it go. Just stop. It's a game. Just treat it as a game. So I'm going to say for right now, if you're looking to get into the series, I would maybe wait another month or so, see what they do with the new patching. But honestly, I do think there's a lot here to offer. I definitely do not think it's as bad as people are saying. And I'd recommend giving it a shot.